Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show from New York City. I'm sitting here with one of the funniest guys around, formerly of the Chappelle Show, great stand-up.
Yeah.
Great man from a great family, the great Charlie Murphy. What's up, Charlie?
Charlie Murphy, what's going on, man?
Charlie Murphy, what's going on? I don't know if you remember, we met before. I was on the Howard Stern show when you were there a couple times.
Right.
I met you one night up at Stand Up New York, too, but it's a pleasure to have you here, man. Thanks for coming on.
It's a pleasure to be here, man. You get a nice slam in the studio, man.
This is slamming is the word for it. Can you believe this?
Yeah, this is awesome, man.
DirecTV is signing some checks. I don't know what I did wrong or right or I mean, you know, I haven't really led a great career to deserve this.
Hey, man. You got to take what's coming. It's yours, man.
Yeah, it's mine right now.
Understand it's yours. You deserved it. You got it. It's yours.
I think it's a tax
Don't
write-off.
second guess that.
I think it's a tax
Well,
write-off.
however you got to work out, man.
Now, I always wanted to say, you know what you guys did at Chappelle's show? You actually did something that was really hard to do comedically. You sort of reinvented how to do a sketch, because sketch comedy had been, you know, your show of shows, Carol Burnett show, Saturday Night Live. It was all good, but it was the same format. It kind of got played out. But what you guys did, especially with the Rick James thing, was you invented a new way to do it by clearly you telling a story, a great story, having a guy, and then recreating the story, intercut with you telling it in a real funny way, and actually getting Rick James and having Chappelle do the impression, and that created a real original, hilarious, classic sketch.
Classic.
How did that come about? Like were you in the writers' room telling that story?
No. That was people that know me. They were amazed that I got famous off of that, because that's my personality. I recant the past. You
tell a great story
on a regular.
That's part of being a great stand-up.
That was just one that I happened to be telling at the right time, and the right people were listening.
Yeah,
it just evolved into the sketch.
But who did you tell? You told your son.
I was in the lunchroom, so I was at the table telling a lot of people.
That's what I figured.
We were all laughing, ha, and Dave wasn't laughing. He was like, "Hey, turn that into a sketch."
The
next thing you know, it was.
Because you could tell how funny you are at telling the story. It was really brilliant. But now your brother is Eddie Murphy, and when he hit big, he was so young. You're older than him.
Yeah.
And I apologize if I'm wrong here, but when he hit big, you were away in either the Army or a prison.
The Navy.
Did you ever do time?
Yeah, I did 1 year.
You did.
Nassau County Jail.
But you were
It's not prison. Nassau County Jail.
Nassau
1 year.
County
That's
Jail.
not prison.
I did.
Let's not get a mistake. It's two different. Jail is not prison.
I spent time in L.A. County Jail, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I never did the prison thing either. Thank God.
Prison is a little deeper than jail.
It's a little different. But you were away in the Navy.
Yeah, I went to the Navy. I'm a vet, 6 years.
Good for you. And when so as an older brother, you told a great story on Howard that when you came back. He hit it big, and you noticed that you had to sort of school him a little bit. You noticed that he was still hanging around with some guys that were kind of shady and
not hanging around guys, but hanging around in places. You know what I'm saying?
Places where
you can't once your name goes up in lights and everyone makes a big announcement. This person is successful. This person has money.
Right.
Then you can't go to the hood and go to like a regular hood spot and not have no type of backup. Because somebody's gonna be looking at you like.
Yeah, you're a mark.
You are a mark.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, I had a similar thing because I grew up in North Jersey, sort of a blue-collar town, and my first break was I was like 26 years old, and I got on a show called Mad TV, a sketch comedy show. And literally, I had the screen test for the show. I found out I got the show, and I was going to be on a pilot. I went from making $12 grand a year driving a cab and doing some stand-up to now like $10 grand a week on a network show. I land from L.A., and my buddy, we'll call him Eddie, picks me up with his brother. And in a car, and he's like, "Hey man, congratulations!" We get pulled over on the way home, and because he's speeding, and I'm like, "Whatever." We get pulled over, and he's starting to panic a little bit. He goes, "Artie, I'm so sorry. Listen, why don't you get out of the car and just start walking down the road? Run away." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "The car's stolen." He picks me. I went right back to the old day. You know, not that I ever. He picked me up from. I came back from L.A. after making it, like in my head,
and they committed a crime immediately.
They picked me up in a stolen car, and I got out of the car. True story. Well, I got out of the car and I slowly walked into the night down the New Jersey Turnpike, and I called my other buddy when I got to a payphone before cell phones, and they came and picked me up. They picked me up in a stolen car. So you got to be careful. You know.
You gotta be careful, man. I still know people that do bad things.
Right.
I try not to hang around. I don't be around them. But I still know people that this guy right here is bad news from past experiences,
Because you exploded with Chappelle's show, man.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it must have, you guys, I mean, and again, great show. And were guys on you even like after all those years? Yeah,
no guys was ever on me.
No. That's not what I mean.
Not on.
I mean, were some guys trying to get back involved with your life that you hadn't seen for years?
Yeah, and I got a whole bunch of new cousins, too.
Yeah, you figure that out. I don't know.
But they're really in my family, though. I got some country cousins down in
down south,
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about real like Honey Boo Boo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You don't want them.
Black Honey Boo Boo.
You don't want them coming around for money. Yeah. What do you think? You probably answered this a million times, and I know Dave very well, actually, because we started out doing stand-up together. What do you think happened with Dave, man? I mean, do you still talk to him, first of all?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I still talk to everybody, man. I'm cool with everybody. I'm not at war with no one.
What was it like on the set that day? I mean, what do you think just happened?
We weren't on the set. Everyone was home.
You got a call.
Yeah, you got that call. You know what I'm saying?
Dave's not coming in.
No, not Dave's not coming in. It was like, don't you come in.
Don't you come in.
Don't waste your time coming in.
Right.
Man, what are you talking about? It was kind of like that movie with De Niro and
King of Comedy?
No. Was it Goodfellas?
Yeah.
I think it was Goodfellas.
Right.
When him and what's the other one's name?
Liotta, Joe Pesci.
Yeah, Liotta.
Right.
Ray Liotta and De Niro were in the diner.
Right.
And Joe Pesci was getting made.
Right.
And De Niro was real charged up and happy.
And then they get
that was
call.
me. He was real charged up and happy. And then he went and got on the phone.
Like, you're getting made.
He went and got on the phone. They said, "We did what we could do. He's gone."
There's gone.
And that's that.
Yeah. And
Click.
There's nothing we can do about it.
There's nothing we can do about it. Click. That's the same type of way that went down. And I reacted like him. I broke the phone. What?
That's got to be
reenactment of that scene.
Devastating, because you guys were at the pinnacle.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Devastating, yeah.
Now, how long before you talked to Chappelle after that? How long did
I seen him about 6 months after that.
Right. And
I was in L.A., and I was with my brother, and we was driving past the Comedy Store, and I seen on the marquee, it said Dave Chappelle, one night only. Right. And I was like, wow, Dave Chappelle. And then I said, that's Dave Chappelle right there. He was standing right in front of the club. He was going to go in.
He's back.
So now I went and kicked it with him for a minute, and then we watched the show.
Right.
You know.
Now, did your brother give him any advice on the fame thing? Did your brother try to talk to him and say, like,
if
what
he did,
happened?
I wasn't there when he did it. You know, I wasn't never around that he gave advice to Dave about fame or whatever. So I'm not saying he didn't do it.
Right.
But I wasn't present when it happened.
You're from Roosevelt. Now, what do you think it is
I'm from Brooklyn, but I used to live in Roosevelt for 4 years.
You grew up in Brooklyn, though?
Grew up in Brooklyn, yeah.
But Eddie spent most of his time in Roosevelt. He went to high school
there. He lived there for
stuff.
about 4 years, too. 4 or 5 years.
There's something about Roosevelt. Something's in the water there, man.
Something's in the water. Ain't a lot of famous people in Roosevelt?
You got Howard Stern, my old boss.
That's
you got
right.
you and your brother. You got Dr. J.
Dr. J. You got Aaron Hall from Guy.
That's right.
You got Public Enemy, Chuck D, Flavor Flav.
Yeah. And
you got Pablo from the Harlem Globetrotters. Pablo Robinson.
And it's not a big piece of land.
It's 1 square mile.
Right. I mean, that's kind of a cool thing, you know? Now, what do you got going on now? You're with, you doing something with Ashton Kutcher?
I did a show, Who Gets the Last Laugh.
Now, what is that, like a prank thing?
It's a prank show, yeah. They had me come on. But see, when I did that show, I did something similar to that with Paulie Shore.
Right.
You know, so I was like, okay, we're going to do a prank. Okay, no problem. I did this before. But after we did the prank and they shot it and they said, now we're going to put it in a contest.
Okay.
What do you mean a contest? It's a prank contest. We got 3 other people that did pranks too. We're going to compare them and have the audience call in and vote to see which prank they like the best and blah,
Right.
blah, blah. So their show is a whole lot more involved because, you know, at the end you have a big studio audience and this is, you know, they really big it up. So it was fun, man.
Now
I didn't win.
You
but,
didn't
know,
win?
No, I had fun.
But does that air yet now?
I shouldn't have said that, man.
We can cut it out, sorry. Is there a delay? We have a delay,
Don't
right?
worry about it, man. I didn't win.
I mean, you know, so it doesn't matter. You'll be fine.
I also could be lying right now.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
That makes it more interesting. When
That's
does
right.
it air?
Tune in, see what happens, see if I'm telling the truth or not.
When does it air?
Richard, April what? It's April.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. What was Kutcher like to work with? This is a major
I never met
star
him.
now. You never met the guy in the whole thing?
He's a true entrepreneur. He was
Really?
nowhere around.
He
This is the
didn't
Ashton
show-
Kutcher show. I was like, really? Wait, no, sign me up.
You kidding me?
We got down there. It was a bunch of guys I'd never seen before.
You just never met the guy?
Nah.
All right.
It was cool though, man. You know, my man Donald Faison hosts the show.
He's great.
Yeah, so it was good to see Donald again. I did a movie with him before, you know.
Great actor.
Great actor, you know what I'm saying? Good dude. You know, so I hung out with him for a minute. That was good reunion between himself and me. You know,
We got to take a quick break. You mind hanging around for one more?
Not at all.
one more
Let's
segment?
do it, man.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
do it.
Okay,
Let's do
we'll
it.
be back with the great Charlie Murphy on more of the Artie Lange Show. Come on back.